Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Angie. Feels really weird saying that after so long, even though I did like a little upload video a couple of weeks ago. The weeks are going by very, very fast. I honestly did not expect so many of you to like comment. And I, to be honest, I don't know why, because I'm a sad person, but like I just didn't expect people to even remember or know who I was. They like, I just, yeah, it was so good reading everyone's comments, and like each of you that commented, I was like, oh my goodness, I remember you commenting on every single upload that I did and giving me tips and hints. And my god, stealth, even that word is like a trigger word for me, because when I hear stealth, I'm like, oh my goodness, I don't even think in real life I would be able to stealth. And I don't even know if I'm using this in the correct term, but like I don't think I can stealth anything in my life. There is no way. I'm just not a stealth person. I think if I'm going to go out, I'm going to go out with a big bang, and I feel like this may have been present in a lot of the gameplay that I uploaded previously. But anyways, the reason why I'm jumping on here is because I'm just gonna like chat to you and just see if this is something that you guys would be interested in. A lot of you said to do movie reviews, but like, firstly, I'm saying like 52 times as if I'm, I don't know, from California or wherever. But I feel like I'd be really, really lame at movie reviews. Like my movie review would be like, it was great, totally recommend it. Cinematics was like fantastic, graphics were great, and that was it. And I don't feel like I could do it justice. And obviously the whole point of a movie review is for you guys to actually get some insight and, you know, to see whether it's worth watching or not. So I just don't know if I could do a movie review, but I definitely think I would love to get back into my gameplay and just remind myself that if you come across my video and you are not okay with how I play the game, that's okay. That's cool. But please don't get in my face and tell me how crap I am and how much it's like such a big problem for you, or just even just crap all over me. That's, you know, but I know that's going to happen regardless. So it is what it is. But I just got to remind myself, this is my channel. It's my bloody channel. And I'm not here claiming anything. So I think I just want to enjoy the game, and that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do, because I feel like as you get older, like I know like my like bullshit tolerance is like very, very slim now, and I feel like I'm a bit more I'm not grumpy, but I just, if something's just not serving me, I'm just not gonna, I'm not even gonna think about it, because like the noise gets too loud in my head afterwards, and then I get like stuck in there. Anyways, so what I want to do is I'm thinking I'd love to do some more gaming. Obviously, I do survival horror. That's just what I love doing. I do a lot of decision-making games when you guys aren't watching. So I ended up, I don't know if you all played, I know I mentioned in my previous upload, but The Quarry. I really loved it because I love the 80s, and I just felt like there was a real 80s vibe to The Quarry. Unfortunately, I killed one too many characters, and it didn't matter how hard I bloody tried to save a few people. And it felt like that game was like, I feel like I've played some decision-making games before where you can kind of like be like, oh, I should really make this decision so it can go this way because I feel like it's going to go that way. But The Quarry felt like if I did A or I did B, I was still like stuffed. And it was quite like, it just felt like I couldn't manipulate the storyline. I don't know. But anyways, I didn't like my outcome. I could probably go back, but I'm just one of those people where once I like play a game and I make all my decisions and I kill a few people, it's like, well, it was meant to be. Like I wasn't supposed to save everyone. And I hate it when it's not a happy ending, because I feel like, well, in my life, there's no happy ending. So like I look for hope in these bloody games and all the movies that I watch. But anyways, so what I was thinking was I need to get a PlayStation 5. I bought my brother a PlayStation 5, but I did not buy myself a PlayStation 5. So I'm thinking I should get a PlayStation 5, because I feel like there's a few horrors that are on there that aren't on PlayStation 4. Like, for example, Alone in the Dark. And I think my understanding is this is an old game. I think it was a PC game back in like the early 90s. So, and it's like it's obviously a survival horror game, but it's like based, you know, in the South, like in the American South. And I really, really love anything to do with a lot of, you know, New Orleans, sort of Louisiana, sort of hoodoo, voodoo, all that sort of stuff, especially in movies. Like, I love those sort of movies, so I feel like that game would be kind of cool. Trailer looks not too bad either, but again, it's only on PlayStation 5, so I'm not too sure if I should upgrade, but I know eventually I'm gonna have to upgrade to a PlayStation 5. There's obviously the Dark Pictures anthology. I'm just reading here on the bottom because I wrote a few things so that I wouldn't get sidetracked, because I can talk until the cows come home, or underwater. The Dark Pictures anthology, I am currently playing with my brother, House of Ashes, which I believe is one after what I was playing previously, which was it Little Hope? I can't even remember. But I found that one, that last one that I was playing, it was a little bit like boring towards the end, and you kind of felt like you knew where the storyline was going and that there weren't going to be really any twists. I never even played that. I'm really notorious like that. Like, if I feel like this game just isn't like doing it for me, I just won't even finish it. So I know I it's probably not a good thing to do, but I just can't. So I don't think the Dark Pictures have released any new installments. I might just look into that though, because I feel like there is one, and I think it has the devil in the title. Yeah, let me get back to that, because you know me, how I feel about the Dark Pictures. I love that whole anthology. Like, I love that. And that, I don't know if he's a psychologist, some sort of therapist. I don't know if he's alive or he's dead, but he's like present in pretty much all of them, and he really makes me like doubt whether I made the right move or not. But it's too late, because I'm in your chair and I've already made the decision. So anyways, I love that whole series. There is a little indie psychological horror game, and like, indie's a real sort of hit and miss, I feel like, because the trailers always look really, really good, and then you go and play the game, and like, there's probably a term for this, but like, I really hate like when I'm playing a survival horror game, and it brings me back to my days on like the Nintendo GameCube, where I was playing the first Resident Evil, and it's like the camera shot is like bloody, not bird's eye, but it's almost like up here in the corner, and like you're on the side like moving with the gun, and I hate it. I really love to be really immersed in it, but not to the point where, you know, I'm like fully in it, because I get nauseous. So, but yeah, I just feel like with some indie games, like the view is really restricted and the trailers look amazing, but then like the controls and stuff feel very rigid, and it doesn't feel so free. And I feel like that's what gets me in the end. But there's this one called Martha is Dead. That's on PlayStation 4. So I'm thinking I'm going to start off with that game first. I believe it's based in Italy. I think it was like created by an Italian gaming studio. I think. But anyways, I'm going to give that a go, and I'll probably upload that first onto the channel. I'm going to do it in a couple of weeks' time, I reckon. I've got a show. So I basically like run a curiosities and oddities / alternative exhibition, which, if you can't tell, like a lot of stuff in the background, and like my whole house now is like filled. I don't know why I said that weird. Filled with all sorts of like weird and wonderful things. And obviously I'm a candle maker, but not like your normal candles. I think one of you said to show some candles as well. Like, I've got stuff like this. Here's one I prepared earlier. Oh my God, how lame. But anyways, I don't know if I think you can see that. Yes, of course you can. Oh my God, the camera's in reverse. I really need to get a vlogging camera, I feel like, but let's just see how this channel goes. But anyways, I make shit like this. But yeah, I've got my show next week, so it probably won't be happening for a couple of weeks, but I'm going to start with that. There's also a game, and I feel like I could be putting my own foot in my own mouth when I say this, because guys, remember when I first started The Last of Us, and I don't think I understood the loyalty and the following and the fan base that was associated with that game, because I didn't play it during a time when it first came out, so like I didn't bond with it or anything like that. And then I realized like just how big the game was, and I realized why. And even though I played that for the first time like 3-4 years ago, even now for me it's quite sentimental as well, and it was like the first game that I uploaded onto the channel. I think it was the first game. So I get it. So the next game, so please forgive me, but I think I'm going to be playing Alan Wake. Now, I know there's a remastered version of this. I don't know how horror-y it's going to be, but reviews say that it's a bit spooky, but I feel like it may be a little bit more action-based, so I don't know. But I'm thinking about giving that one a go, and that one's on PlayStation 4 too. So I think I'll start off with those 2 games to begin with. I don't know if I'm going to upload all the gameplays for you, because I just feel like it's really long, and I don't know how many of you like to put me in the background and just go and do stuff, or actually sit down and watch a lot of this stuff. But yeah, I feel like I shouldn't be doing it from start to finish, because like I think my goal ideally would be maybe to upload a video per week, so I feel like we'd be here forever. So maybe if I like played the beginning and maybe a little snippet of the middle and a snippet of the end, and maybe I can just put it into one mashup or even 2, and then upload it to you guys, so you're not like sitting there, you know, every single minute of the game. So that's what I'm thinking about doing. I'm thinking about going on a couple of ghost tours as well and taking you guys with me, which I got a plan, because there's a few that I want to do that I haven't done yet. But yeah, other than that, I think that's what I'm going to be doing. I don't know in terms of unboxing what you guys would like to see. I don't even know what I'd get, because I'm so weird, and I'm so weird, and I just don't really know what stuff to unbox at this point. And I feel like because a lot of my followers like have followed me through the gaming stuff, and like for me, like my world 24/7 is spooky, it is horror, it is like the unusual and like the unique, like that's the stuff that I love, and I live it and breathe it, and now even in my career. But yeah, I just don't know how much of it I can keep all together. So I think there will probably times where I would be playing Uncharted. And I know that like I don't know if I deleted or I made private my Uncharted. But I think I just sort of did a bit of a cleanup, in the sense of like I kind of didn't want stuff there still, and that I maybe didn't feel as proud of. But look, it is what it is at the end of the day. But yes, I think that's the goal, that's the plan. I've already spoken your ears off. It's like 13 minutes already, but that is what I'm hoping to do. I mean, I might even do some like videos of like me working on the day of the event and show you behind the scenes and what I do, and I might take you through that. But like next weekend, I think is going to be a little bit of a sad one, because you just ride the highs and the lows of any business, and right now I'm definitely experiencing a low, if I'm being quite honest. And it's so hard because I had such a successful year last year of growth, and I like to take calculated risks. There's still risks at the end of the day, but like this year, to start off with, the year hasn't started strong, and the economy, I feel like, especially where I'm at in the state I'm in, I think everyone's kind of really struggling, and shopping is a luxury experience. So I don't know how long it's going to last, but I'm having my first couple of interstate shows this year, so I'm hoping that they'll help me this year, so that next year I can come back a bit stronger. But I'll take you on some of those when I'm not crying and stressed out, because yeah, events are very, very stressful. But it's a good stress, because when you're doing stuff that you love, even though you're stressed out, and you know your heart and your blood and your sweat and your tears go into it, I mean, you feel like it's worth it. But I definitely have no work-life balance, that's for sure, and all I do is work. So this is my way of now just getting back into it, and just like, I don't know, I feel like my YouTube channel is like my little baby, like my first baby that got neglected, and like now I've been working on my second baby, which has done well, but like it feels like I miss my first baby, and like I stuffed up, and I shouldn't have listened to so many people, and I shouldn't have let people get to me, you know. Story of my bloody life. Anyways, doesn't matter. So that's what I'm planning on doing on the channel. I just want to thank everyone for commenting on the previous one. I know a few of you recommended a few things as well to play. I know we're very nostalgic. I know a lot of you like the old school stuff. And to be honest, if I were to ever play like a nostalgic sort of game, if I could get my hands on Silent Hill, I would probably do that. I'm just really bad. Like, I'm terrible because I'm all about graphics, and I really love like cinematic sort of pieces. Because when it's too retro for me, I'm like, oh, I can't take this seriously. Although I don't know if any of you know this game, because I feel like I speak to so many, and look, it could just be my crowd because I'm obviously in, you know, a type of crowd. But like, I love this PC game called Blood. And I'm pretty sure it's Blood 2, The Chosen, because it's the second installment, I think. And it's a PC game. And I first started playing this when I was like 6 or 7 years old. And I think it was like it was like early or mid 90s it came out. And like, no one knows this game. And the graphics are terrible. And when you shoot someone, like they're there like wiggling and you can see through them. And then it's like cut in half, and an arm's here and a leg's up here. And like, the graphics are terrible. But for some reason, that game I could play. And it's just like the right amount of creepy. Caleb freaks me out. I'm sure none of you even, I don't know. I really hope someone out there knows what the hell I'm talking about, because I'm so desperate to bond with someone over this, which is so sad. I'm like, please, someone out there tell me that you know what I'm talking about, because sometimes I feel so bloody lonely because I'm so weird. I don't know where I gel in sometimes. And obviously, I feel a lot better like now than what I felt even 3-4 years ago when I first started the channel, in terms of like being confident in who I am, because I really did feel like I had to change myself in order to like fit somewhere, and to blend in, and like, you know, and my partner at the time, I felt like I had to be a certain way to belong and to feel like I was a part of something, whereas now I'm kind of like, meh, whatever you see is what you get, and it is what it is. So yeah, anyways, if someone could tell me if they know Caleb on the PC game from Blood, The Chosen, I like would be like relieved, to be honest, because like I'm starting to think it's so bad that like I've made it up in my head and I've lost the plot. So anyways, I play it via like stream, and it's like one of my favorite games. That's the only nostalgic game. And I don't even know if I can take you with me on that game. I'm going to see if I can, because I've never recorded a PC game before. I'm sure there's probably a way. I just gotta like Google or YouTube it and figure it out, because I'd love to take you. That's like one of my favorite games, and it doesn't matter how shitty the graphics are. It's like, you know, a lot of people like my age, and I remember at the time, like I was so young and everyone was like playing with like Barbies and their fur babies and those bloody creepy like Cabbage Patch. I don't know if they were kids. I don't know what the hell they were, but they freaked me out. And like, here I am like playing Blood, you know, and be like Caleb, and I don't know. So I'm very nostalgic about that. But anyways, okay, I'm done talking. The next time I upload something, it's going to be after my event, which is probably not going to go good anyways. I've come to terms with it. If you all want to help me like dig my grave, that would be great, because I feel like I'm going to throw myself in there shortly after this event. But I'll get back up as I always do, but it'll definitely be a time of mourning for myself. But anyways, I hope you are all doing well, and thank you so much to everyone who posted a comment and responded to that previous upload. That meant the world to me. And if you've made it towards the end of this to the end of this like verbal vomit, I appreciate you, and thanks so much for sticking around, and I'm very excited to see this year what we're going to do, but we're going to make it exciting, and I promise you whatever I upload, it's going to definitely be from the heart, and I'm just not going to give a shit anymore and listen to anyone. Basically, I'm just going to do me, and if you're not okay with me, well, that's fine. I can't bloody please everyone, and I can't win everything, so that's just life. But anyways, I will catch you on the next one. See ya.